Hey, this is Keith St. John from Montrose, Kingdom Come and Lynch Mob, and you are watching CMS TV.
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. From Caught Up in the Gears of Application, that is brand new Superjoint. The name of that tune was Ruin You. And here's a guy that's always in the mood to ruin all of us. It is the one, the only, the legend himself, Mr. Philip Anselmo. Philip, how are you, my friend?
Doing good, big brother, and you forgot to add in the infamous Philip Anselmo.
The infamous? Well, certainly your last year says a lot about that, wouldn't you say?
Whatever they say.
I hear you, man. Well, dude, first off, man, I gotta give you props immediately for weathering the storm, because obviously there's a ton of it for the last 6 months or so. But not only did you take all of it and you handled it, like a man, more or less, but you put out two great records at the same time. You didn't let it tear you down. You have the great Superjoint record, you have the great Scour record, man. So bravo to you.
Oh, well, that's much appreciated, and man, that's all. I love working on different projects, and funny enough, that Scour record, there was zero expectation on my end of how people would take that record. Not to make this a Scour interview or
Sure.
anything like that. I know we're supposed to be talking about Superjoint, but really that came together so fast. Honestly, it was 2 emails. Next thing I know, I'm in a band, and I just took some time, nailed the vocals, and it was a very quick process, really. And next thing you know, it's like people are talking about it. I'm like, wow. So that was a delightful surprise. But yeah, Superjoint, man. All I can say is, when you have a band like that and you take off so many years and whatnot, all you can do is come back and be as true to the sound and the style of the band as possible. And I think that we really did that, and I guess even, dare I say, innovated just a bit, just to grow a little bit as a band, and I think it was a fun record to make.
Sure, and it does have some different styles. For me anyway, who's a fan of Superjoint, it seems, and tell me that I'm wrong or whatever, but it seems like you did take a little bit more risks, as far as yourself vocally a little bit, and it also seemed like there's a little bit more punk element than on the first 2 records than, with this one.
Well, there was always a hardcore element
Sure.
to a Superjoint, it's more of an attitude thing, taken from all of us older guys' influences and the bands that we loved. And I do agree that, the case in point, the second Superjoint record was very, very, I guess, thrashy, more heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with this one, we wanted to go back, to our hardcore roots, so to speak, but there's always elements of heavy metal within Superjoint, so it's all gonna be there. Mm-hmm. And as far as risks vocally, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but you are the expert. I am just the meager artist, and that's your interpretation, my good friend.
Sure, I hear you, man. Well, dude, let's pick it apart a little bit. What does the title of the album mean? And I know that's a really shitty radio question to ask, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what that is supposed to mean, if anything.
Well, we are living in a different world today. You know, as far as musicians go and public figures go, and you mix that with the internet, you mix that with comment sections, you mix that with Facebook, you mix that with every platform given to anybody and everybody. And yes, we are in a new world, I'll say.
Okay.
And I guess it takes some adaptation to this new world for a lot of people, and especially a lot of people that, you know, have harsh senses of humor or
Sure.
loose tongues or whatever. You know, it's like, you know, everything you say is picked apart, and a lot of comments or whatever, or beliefs or reactions or knee-jerk reactions that people get to type up anonymously. And, you know, to me, there's a disconnect there, or I don't quite know how to put it, but it's being caught up in the gears of application. It's living life in the 2000 teens, if you will, you know, and it's only going to get the way it's going to get even deeper into the future.
Sure. Is it frustrating for you, and you certainly polarizing figure, and you know that, but is it frustrating for you that everybody forgets that in the end you're just a dude? And, you know, we all say stupid shit. I do, you do, everybody you know does. But because you're in the public eye, people somehow take that as, like, reality instead of, you know, just fucking around. No?
Well, yeah, and I would also say to any critic out there, you know, that has, you know, terrible things to say about me. Okay, you know, hey, look, I owned that moment. I owned the moment, and it was a dumb move on my part, because I've dealt with hecklers before, and basically I was showing the ugly. I was playing a part. It was an ugly gesture, and you know, like I've said this before, you know, look, if that joke is not funny anymore and it's worn it's welcome out, then so be it. I can grow as well. And look, if I truly upset anyone with that gesture and those two words, then, you know, my apology is sincere. But then there's the flip side, where I get the feeling that if you look through a certain lens long enough, and you're desperately trying to spot something, you're going to eventually find it.
Right.
No matter what it is, no matter how vague it may be, you're going to find something. Me, I was blatant. I was blatant and doing what I did on purpose, but with a sense of humor behind it. And anyone with a logical mind knows knows for a damn fact that my love extends to every person in this crazy world of all colors, creeds, kinds, shapes, sizes, sexual preference, you name it. I'm for you, baby. I'm on your side. I think that, sometimes these certain people that do look through these lenses, perhaps, and maybe this is just speculation, but perhaps, like they, used to say on the schoolyard, it takes one to know one, or,
Right.
or maybe, you're, the fact that you're looking through this lens is kind of showing who you are as well. So, enough of this and enough of that, I own it. I apologize. My apology was sincere.
Well, sure.
You can look it up. And, we can continue talking about music if you feel like.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Hey, metalheads! Tired of waiting for new episodes? Crave the real, raw, classic metal show? For just $4.99 a month, you can become a CMS VIP. You get every episode a full week early, completely uncensored, and 100% commercial-free. It's the only place to interact directly with the show, plus you score the Fast Pass, so your song requests get bumped straight to the head of the line on every live version. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now at classicmetalshow.locals.com and become a CMS VIP today.
Well, dude, I'll swing it back to Superjoint. Certainly there's a big change in the band that you added a whole new rhythm section to the band from the last time we heard from the band 13 years ago. How did the new guys come in and how'd they fit?
Well, I mean, they're really not new guys
Right.
for me or anybody else that has been paying attention, but Jose Manuel Gonzalez, better known as Blue, as the drummer for War Beast, and he plays with me in the Illegals, and he plays with me now in Superjoint, and we do all kinds of projects together. And he's great to work with, but also, man, tremendous props to Steve Taylor, who has become my right-hand man as far as jamming goes, just as much as Jimmy Bauer, and really Steve brings a lot to the table. And, it's not really unlike other bands, everybody's quick to say, oh, it's a different band, but, take a look around. And, a lot of bands have been through a lot of changes.
Sure.
Take a look at the top guys, Slayer, Metallica, et cetera, have had different players in bands, for various reasons, and then some tragic, some just because. And then, it happens, and just to make sure everybody's clear on this one as well, I did get a huge thumbs up and a big blessing before we moved forward with this record from Hank the Third,
Sure.
Sheldon. He was like, man, I'd love to be there. I'd love to be playing in the band, but if you take a look at Hank, the guy does and has been, well, let's say, he's been working his ass off to build his brand, to build, Hank the Third, and all the stuff that he does, extremely hard. So, he's dealing with all of that stuff, but we got his blessing. And therefore, it was a lot more comfortable to move forward, and here we are talking about it.
Sure. And the thing with the new record is, I don't think you're gonna win any new fans necessarily, but you're sure not gonna lose any either, man. It is such a, it is the punch in the face that you expect pretty much with anything you do.
Well, I would hope so, and I'm not really worried about. I'm never worried about winning new fans,
Right.
nor losing fans. Music is music. And I make all kinds of music, and it's supposed to be different. Each band is supposed to sound different. Each band is supposed to reach a certain ear, whether it's whether they like the genre or not, or whether they love a certain genre. So yeah, like I've said a million times, music is like food. You either love it, hate it, or you're totally indifferent to it.
Right.
But this is just another chapter, so bring it on.
Absolutely, man. So I'm assuming you're going to get to tour this for a while, so what's that look like?
It's looking like a record release show on the 11th in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And it's looking like maybe next year.
Okay.
Hitting the road, doing some shows.
Very cool. Is it where does that leave the various other things? Down, Scour, the Illegals. Where are all those at right now?
Scour's going to be doing shows here and there. We're playing in Norway in January at Blastfest, and we are. Let me think. And we got an offer to play Hellfest. That's a ongoing discussion. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I talked to Pepper Keenan yesterday, and just right now, he's going through a whole lot, and he's also wrapped up with COC.
Sure.
And, they're doing well. He's happy there, but we also realize that, we have a commitment with Down. So, we made that very clear with each other, and he is my brother.
Sure.
Forever, and so everything is alive, so to speak. It's just making room for each other's loves and different pursuits of music. So that's what, man. That's been the guy I've been for years, and that's been the group of guys that I've had around me for years. We're all from different bands, and when it's time to make room and for each other, we do that.
Sure.
And that's just how it rolls.
Yep. Now let's talk about one place that you did make room that was new. Talk a little bit about it. You stepping in for Mike over and playing one or two I Hate God shows.
Yeah, man. I don't feel like it's my place to really talk too terribly much.
Well, sure.
About Mike, but he is having a medical condition that is being worked on right now, and all I can say is one day things are looking good, the next day things are looking grim, and just everybody, everyone in the entire scene here in New Orleans, and I'm sure around the world, are sending good vibes to Mike.
Sure.
And he deserves them, man. He's a super talented guy. I've known I Hate God since their inception, and I was very honored to take his place, and those were very fun shows to do.
Sure. Excellent. Well, very fun to listen to right now is the brand new Superjoint, caught up in the gears of application. And Phil, as a tradition on the show, as you know, we always let you pick the song from the new record and wrap up the interview. So what should we wrap this with?
Oh, heck, it depends on what you played. What have you played, brother?
Well, we opened with Ruin You, so whatever you want.
Oh, excellent. Dude, you just go ahead with Sociopathic Herd Delusion.
All right.
It speaks for itself.
All right, well, let's check it out right now. It is brand new Superjoint right here on your Classic Metal Show.
Looking for your daily dose of classic metal? Follow the Classic Metal Show on X at x.com/cmsrocks. Get the latest classic metal news, honest opinions, exclusive clips, and full episodes of the Classic Metal Show. Want to interact with the show? This is the place to do it. X is the one mainstream social media platform we actively focus on, making it the best way to connect directly with us. Follow now at x.com/cmsrocks and join the conversation.